is the knight's turn, right after her. They are going to continue fighting. We'll bring it up to top of the order.
Okay. Hugor sees Brigid fall. I'm going to cast Sleep one more time.
On the one that's on penis, or the one that the three feather gales are fighting?
The one that's on penis, because 3 feather gales have the other one. Let's get this one taken care of.
Okay.
So it's 5d8.
5d8.
Well, it's a d10, so that doesn't count. 1, great.
Should have taken a D10.
Yeah, what'd you roll in 10, man?
A 7.
Yeah, see? Should have taken it.
26.
Not enough.
Okay.
Not enough. He's taken 9 points from the firebolt, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to maneuver or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm going to try to pull off and not get any kind of direct line of attack.
You're going to pull out?
I'm going to pull out.
Yeah. You know what? The Oscar Mayer. Yeah. Oscar Mayer. Before you do that, Oscar Mayer kind of goes like, oh, what's a vulture sound like?
I don't know.
He does that in a compassionate way and is looking down at Brigid. And he does it like 3 times and looks back at you and blinks a vulture-y eye.
So, I immediately take him into a dive.
Okay. Make your animal handling.
With
advantage. With advantage.
With advantage? Okay.
With advantage.
16.
That is a thumbs up, Viper. So you do your sleep spell and your bit, and you take a dive to go after Brigid.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's smart. You're raising your hand in a podcast.
I'm raising my hand in a podcast. I don't want to sound argumentative. I really don't.
Oh, okay. What I do or didn't do.
Well, you're not keeping track of your numbers because you said that the one that was on penis only took 9 points of damage.
Okay.
But I had hit it for 13 also.
Okay. Still not enough to put it to sleep.
Okay, but I just want to put that out there because 13's not
not 9.
Shake a fist at.
Right.
You know.
Okay, it's noted. Still didn't do it. 41 didn't kill one.
I understand,
sure,
but I don't want it to be like, okay, now you need to hit it one more time because
I'm really just playing it fast and loose. And if you don't think it's in your favor, then I know you'll let me know.
Fair enough. You want to go back to Jason and Sean, or want to keep going?
No, I want to keep going.
Okay.
I have a reason why I want to keep going. Top of the turn is going to be, well, you were the top of the turn. So the Feather Gales, I'm sorry, it wouldn't be the Feather Gales, it was you, Brigid. You see Oscar Mayer and Adar, or Hugor, diving down out of the fight. You also see a very rough, like a wall, like the cliff wall, that you might be able to, very, very roughly, you might be able to slow your descent enough and try to grab onto the wall and hang on the wall. Okay. Maybe there's some roots or something like that you see. There's an opportunity. So would you like to try to slow your fall for Oscar Mayer to come get you, or do you want to maneuver yourself toward the wall?
I have to slow my fall for either one.
No. The gliding suit's going to slow your fall anyway. You can kind of pull a brake. You know what I mean? Like you stretch your arms out further, and you don't try to maneuver.
Okay. And
you slow your fall even more. Or you tuck one arm in and you bust left and you go for the cliff wall. What would you like to do?
I'll wait for Oscar Mayer. I'll slow my fall.
The other Feather Gales, they seem to finish off the last Arakoa. No, not the last one, but the Arakoa that they're teamed up on. And Penis actually decimates the other Arakoa.
So there's only one left?
No, they're all dead at this point.
All of them, okay.
All of them are dead. You are able to swoop down. I think that I need to think about how to do this. I think that I want. Are you going to try to catch her or try to get Oscar Mayer underneath her?
I'm going to try to get Oscar Mayer underneath her,
And
or
then she
she's
can try
falling
to
at the
land.
same rate,
Okay.
where I can kind of reach out and pull her over.
Okay. Animal handling and a dexterity check. Animal handling with advantage, dexterity check with advantage.
Natural 20.
Okay, cool.
With a 12 and a 12, so I'll go with a 16.
Okay. With the nat 20 and the 16, Oscar Mayer actually gets below you and matches your speed and slowly comes up to the point where you can lay down like almost on his tail feathers a little bit in front. Like you just lay down. You just land on him. And
Hugor looks back at Brigid and goes, "Say his first name. It's Oscar."
ooh. Yeah.
Oscar.
Oscar. About the time that you catch her, you hear, make the raven, or make the fucking sound again.
Where's my penis?
That's Penis coming in. It wants its girl back, but there's no saddle on Penis.
I'm gonna have to
Bareback him.
Going in raw.
Going in raw, gonna bareback this fucking bird. Do you want to stay?
Raw dog the vulture?
Yeah. Do you want to stay on Oscar Mayer, or would you like to go bareback on Penis?
Totally bareback and penis.
Make a dex check.
With my vulture. 13.
Could you say that again? So, cough first. No, do it. You're gonna cough.
Force it now.
Well, shit, man.
13.
No, you just did it again. Don't say 13 with the cough, because he's going to have to edit that shit out. It's 13. Cough.
13.
Sweet.
13 is enough for you to, I wanted to say pull out, but can't really. So you
You can hop back on the penis.
you jump back on Penis bareback. And you hang on. There are actually only 2 other feather gales left. They got the shit kicked out of them also. And you guys are low enough that you see that there are a lot of fucking gnolls, man. Like, their numbers were just wrong. I mean, there's a bunch of gnolls down here. And you guys make a 180 and fly back toward the spire. Okay?
Like, looks like a tragic Vietnam scene of gnolls crushing together.
Yeah, totally. Like Platoon. You know, like there's that one Arakoa that wasn't quite dead. He's trying to run, but you can just see all the gnolls fucking closing in on him. You know, and they eventually get him and they fucking devour him. And you're like, dude, that would have been a bad way to die. That would have been horrible.
You can hear the scream.
With that being said, whenever you guys turn around and you're flying back toward the spire, you see a purple, well, you know, the elemental eyeball globe, drift globe thing. It's kind of like the shocky globe at Spencer's, you know, but you can see it even from where you guys are because it's sticking up and it's glowing and kind of doing a little pulsating thing, right? This is where it gets interesting. I would like everyone at the table to make perception checks.
I rolled 19
Wait.
perception.
Okay. Let's do this perception thing real quick.
All right.
Because it's going to be interesting. You're right. It's going to be 5 minutes tops.
No problem.
At 20.
Okay. 19, 20. Well, 19 for Brigid, 20 for Adar.
Perception,
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, exactly.
Taller gets a 16.
Okay. That was like Jesus Christ, yeah, because you're always going to do that.
You see everything.
Yeah. The 2 of you that get circled around, you meet up with that other fucking feather gale, or the other 2 feather gales. You guys are hightailing it back to the tower. As you're doing that, you see a figure, because the sun is coming up, or it's already up. You see the figure. Some mist fades away, and you see the flickering of a figure that was invisible and goes into a solid form. And it's an Arakoa that is You guys see this too, okay? About 50 feet, not even like 25 feet. This Arakoa, who's hauling ass, right, is real low at the stable level and goes flying in. I can't believe that the guy that's like 2 miles away notices this, but there's a giant backpack that is like strapped upside down, so it's like hanging on its belly. Comes flying into the tower and explodes. When it explodes, it blows out the bottom floor, which is the stables, and you two will have, or sorry, Adar and Talia. The tower basically lost its foundation and is collapsing now. I will let you guys know you have wingsuits on. Brigid and Hugor, as the two of you are riding back with the other two remaining Feathergales, you see this massive explosion that rocks the base of Feathergale Spire, and the supports that it was on crumple in about a 30-degree manner. The tower itself lurches and starts to collapse upon itself and into the Sighing Valley. As it does so, you see several figures. They look like they are jumping out of the tower with the wing wear, the wingsuits on. Maybe 3 or 4 different people, maybe half a dozen. I mean, there's a lot of dust and all that shit and fire, and you know, it's climactic, you guys. It was a sigh in the Sighing Valley. Hugor and Adar and Talia. I said you have a couple turns here, but before we do that, I think you were waving me over to. You wanted to do something, Adar, while you're flying back, or did you want to fly back and try to save people, or?
Yeah, I'm just going to move up at this point, keep going forward, and just see if there's. I mean, I'm too far away to do anything at this point. I take it. So
sure. You're with the other two Feathergales, and you hear one of them yell, "Get to the survivors!" And
so I go, "Yeah, Oscar Mayer, yeah," and try to take off.
Brigid, do you squeeze penis?
Let's go, penis. Let's go.
Does that mean you added the penis, or do you squeeze the penis?
I direct penis toward the crumbling tower.
Okay. Go ahead.
Before the captain or the commander has a chance to open his flight suit, I'm going to cast Hold Person on him.
I will. We'll roll initiatives.
All right.
How's that sound? What'd you get?
15.
Okay. He needs to make a saving throw, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, and I will say that. Okay.
And I want to make sure.
Doesn't matter. You throw your spell, and he goes. He outstretches his arms, and the feather or the wingsuit goes whoosh, comes out, or whatever it does, and you cast Hold Person on him, and he goes ah, and falls over like a statue. But the tower is going sideways, and unless you want to go down with it, it is a must that you and Talia both jump.
Alright. After the initial shake, because I know I'm in getting ready to fight. Look at the captain. I guess it settles this argument.
And she says, "For now, bitch!" Whoosh, and she flies off.
Run, cannonball off the side, open up.
Dexterity check.
12.
Okay. It deploys just fine. You're about 400 feet to the ground. Okay.
Deploying my suit
Mm-hmm.
and jumping off the side. Dexterity?
Dex check.
19.
No problem. Poof. You do that. Below you is a scene you've never seen before, which would be a tower basically collapsing into a ravine after an explosion, and chaos is ensuing. As you guys are circling around trying to find a place to put down, you do see 4 winged or 4 figures to